everybody. This is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in. I'm just going to dive right in and see what is the highest frequency, the alchemical frequency, the transcendent, the mission frequency that the Divine Masculines are embodying today and working the puzzle of. Oh, the Moon Goddess came out again. So continuing to anchor in their High Priestess understanding, connection with High Priestess. So Temple of the Moon Goddess, emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. So the Divine Masculine seem to be in meditation today, possibly still in that open wonder, non-action, very gentle energy, very humble, mercy-filled. I am feeling a life review type of an energy here where there is a continued look at history, look at truth, look at the continuity of the connection specifically as well, because this is Divine Feminine energy. So taking note of the connection over the months, the years that you have known each other, and the things that the Divine Feminine has brought to the Divine Masculine's awareness, specifically the nurturance, the grace, and the emotional transparency. So Divine Masculine is really looking at the way that the Divine Feminine brings those things forward, the way she puts those on the table, wears them on her sleeve, and he's understanding that she is not a whim, or he is not a whim, sorry, that she means it, it's consistent, it's not just something she says for the heck of it, is the kind of energy, it's beautiful. Okay, prism of existence, separation, extension, independence, and identity. So he's really trying to put his finger on why, with all of that beauty available from the Divine Feminine, why is there separation? Why is there a duality between the counterparts? Why has their existence not merged? Is exactly what I'm hearing. So he's looking at independence and identity and understanding that there has been a developmental phase for both of the twins to crystallize exactly who they are, that they are aspects of each other, and that the dissimilar things that he has pondered in the past are really strengths, that everything happens for a reason. So he's blending the two concepts, again, that humility and mercy that bridges the independence and the separate expressions of the twins. That is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Okay, I'm going to shuffle for the main reading. So thank you, Divine Creator, for showing me, and my beautiful viewers, Divine Masculines and Cross-Watchers, what is it that we most need to see regarding where the Divine Masculines are today with the connection? How are they thinking of the connection? How are they feeling for their Divine Feminine? What are they wishing for the connection today? What action are they taking? What is their biggest challenge? What is the spirit guidance solution for the challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? The Queen of Wands just flew out in the reverse. I'm going to leave it there. One more shuffle. Okay. So how is the Divine Masculine viewing the connection? Daughter of Coins, responsibility and kindness. He wants to do the right thing. He wants to honor all involved. This is a card that can represent duty and feeling like they need to do something out of obligation. So that's likely not regarding the Divine Feminine. Regarding the Divine Feminine, he wants to honor her. He wants to be genuine. He wants to offer her something. I'm going to pull clarifiers on that. So what is the Divine Masculine thinking about the connection at this time. We get 3. The 9 of Wands and the Hierophant came out. So spiritual connection. He's understanding he doesn't need to be defensive about his own higher knowing, about the decisions that he's made in the past. Timing is everything. Kindness matters. So he's seeing that no matter what each of the twins' lives have looked like, there's always been this kindness. There's always been small offerings, a hey, how are you, or catching up over the years, or energetically just sending that love. This is typically in the physical because it's a coin card, but yeah, he's just seeing how Divine Feminine has always been that one person that, this is what I'm hearing, that when he thinks of her, she reaches out. That in particular is allowing him to put down his defenses. That's one of the biggest signs, is what I'm seeing. And the Page of Swords, he's noticing when he thinks of her, when he looks on social media or asks about her or researches something that she likes, that she pops up and says hello. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so what is Divine Masculine feeling for Divine Feminine? Ooh, 10 of Swords. He knows that these rock bottom cycles need to end. I'm wondering if she's going to wait for him to figure his stuff out, is one. He's got a lot of energy he's clearing right now. This 10 of Swords is things that we do to ourselves to hold ourselves back. Look at that sword through this bull's eye. Blocking out one's own vision, not seeing clearly. Anywhere that we've self-sabotaged, been foolish, really done a number on ourselves, he's seeing that he has done everything possible to screw up the connection, is what I'm feeling with that. Let's get some clarification. Yeah, he's having a tower over this. He's having a tower over Divine Feminine, always putting the work in, always being there, always showing up, always wanting the connection. And he's seeing that he has not met her. Yes, he has put in a lot of time and effort, but he's really seeing how that has not been productive, how he has been counterintuitive when all she's done is show up from that place that would want to take it to another level. That's what he's feeling anyways. We all know Divine Feminines have triggers and healing and things, but from this energy, Divine Masculine is really seeing that Divine Feminine has been ahead of her time with the connection, and he is suddenly feeling the contrast of that and wondering how to get there. He's also feeling that he could just let all of that go and take the leap, because this sort of full annihilation energy, like the end of a cycle, the end of rock bottom, melodrama, and the tower, this is sort of that moment before the clouds open and the downpour happens, where you feel the emotion and you let it all come rushing in, and then after the storm, how lush and how green and how much of a promise, that rainbow coming out. So he's right on the verge of knowing that he could surrender completely to the emotionality. He could let his feelings come in. That is interesting energy. Okay, what is he wishing for the connection at this time? Teamwork. He wants to climb the mountain with her. And I'm hearing, is it too late? Is that possible? Does she want that? Can we do it? Okay, so the teamwork card. What is he wishing for the connection? Clarification, please, for that. We get a few here. 10 of Swords again, with the Empress and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, he is wishing to know, can we do this? Have we sabotaged this? Can it be repaired? Can we free ourselves? Can we get out of this pattern? Can I contribute? Can Divine Feminine evolve? Can we both move this thing forward. So he's starting to look for real solutions. He's starting to see that freedom is a potential and that abundance is available. His eyes are starting to be opened to the things that have not been supportive, like the actual things, the day-to-day things, the beliefs, the ways of relating. He's really looking at the dynamics deeply. Swords, all of these swords, the Ten of Swords is possibly overthinking, but obsessive thinking. We've got the Ten of Swords twice, so this is rock bottom melodrama. We got the Tower. Divine masculines could be in a dark night of the soul. I'm not feeling it so much as that it's an activating energy towards that promise, towards what needs to be done. He's finally sitting with all of that and allowing it to show him how to get past it. It's not an energy that's binding. It's an energy that is inspiring him to take action. It's like this is what it would need, what would need to happen in order for the connection to really accelerate and come in on a deeper level. Okay, what action is he taking? The Star in reverse, that's the card of destiny, of fate. It's in the reverse, so he's continuing to ask for higher guidance for the next steps. Clarification, yeah, judgment. He's continuing to really surrender, completely surrender, and just allow higher guidance to show him all that Ten of Swords energy, asking to be shown the path forward. I am getting the feeling like he thought he was on his destined path all along, and he's really having his eyes open to where he has not been serving himself, where he has not been in alignment, where he has bought into the 3D, the worldly things, the temptations, the illusions, where he's gotten off track. He's deeply, deeply asking to be shown on those higher levels what his true destiny really is, because this whole twin flame journey is starting to impress upon him that he has had a particular path in his life that he thought he was sure of, but the divine feminine and the twin flame journey has found him, and he's making note of that and asking, well, what's that there for then? Kind of thing. But the judgment, this is the karma card in a lot of decks as well. So this is the awakening, this is the redemption, the resurrection energy, the seeing things for what they are, understanding very clearly once and for all what needs to happen to finalize energies, to bring things into fruition. The World card is the last major arcana that follows the Judgment card, and that is where there is a wholeness and a completion arrived at. But the Judgment card is all of those final things that need to come to light in order to have peace about that, and peace about this direction. I am feeling greatly that Divine Masculine knows that the twin flame journey and Divine Feminine is his destiny, but he's just, for some they don't know that yet, I'm being told. But they are making note of it, as I just mentioned. And for some that do know that the Divine Feminine is his destiny, he's being asked to be shown in no uncertain terms what needs to happen next and how that's supposed to work with what he's got on his plate at this time. Very much asking for divine guidance to be shown how it can all work together now. Very humble, very open energy, very sincere. I'm hearing even pleading, begging for a sign, begging for that direction, going outside of self to higher power. Okay, with that Hierophant in the beginning there too. Show me what I'm supposed to do next. Okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? The illusion of separation. This is the 5 of coins. This is being left for dead, being shut out in the cold. It's in the reverse. So it feels like a gridlock. He wants to bridge the separation. He wants to bridge the gap. What is the clarification, please? Oh, public victory. Yeah, he wants to bring the connection in from out of the cold. He wants it to be Front row and center, Divine Masculine knows that if this is his destined path, it's got to go from 0 to hero. That's what I'm hearing. The Six of Wands is the chivalrous card where the knight comes in from the battle, let's say the karmic battle, and presents his mate, his choice, his love, with a promise for a new beginning, a new level of commitment. So yeah, that's the challenge. Completely turning around this separation, the gap between the twins. What is spirit guidance for that? This is the Seven of Coins, nurturing the connection, investing in the connection, doing a pros and cons list, contemplation, really looking at what his current life has for a payoff and what the union with his divine feminine would offer, and comparing, looking at the contrast, actually going deeply with that is what I'm hearing. What is the confirmation? What is the clarification we need to see with the Seven of Coins? You get one. King of Wands, empowering himself, embodying that soul fire, the shamanic knowing, soul retrieval, bringing it all back in, having strength, being supported for this passionate new beginning, following his bliss, but really taking the time to look at cause and effect and the direction that he wants to go based on his ultimate soul knowing of that. So spirit guidance for Divine Masculine is make a pros and cons list, really break it down that way. Wait out, put weight to the different things in your life, the different decisions. Go into a decision-making process where you do look at the contrast sincerely about what you have been living and manifesting and why you've thought that has been your destined path. And then also the divine feminine, your divine feminine, and the journey, and what that offers you, what it has been offering you, and what that continued growth and investment will offer you on these shamanic, soul-driven, passionate levels, this empowered, fully realized divine masculine energy. We did get the Queen of Wands, actually. I was just being drawn back to that flew out at the beginning of the reading. And when she came out, I heard she's not in the physical fully yet. She is not celebrated the way that she needs to be. And so this is another message. Divine Masculine is coming into alignment with who he sees his Divine Feminine as. And that's what's going to turn her into the upright, is when he embodies this energy. He knows that magnetizes his true counterpart to him. And he knows that that path of destiny has no choice but to come in, to be magnetized in. But he still needs to be clear on why he should be choosing this path, why this is destiny. He's still wanting to know and to be shown the way through, to understand that Ten of Swords energy very, very clearly. It's like he has gone into a hermitage, a pilgrimage, a deep, deep contemplation, a purge, possibly. Okay, where's the energy going at this time? The sun in the reverse. The sun is coming out. That is that promise energy again. And the Two of Cups in the reverse. So, yeah, both twins are preparing. Both are filling up their own self-love, doing the work behind the scenes, looking at the higher templates, the higher vantage point. The love. Both twins are really seeing through the illusion and preparing. Not everything has been seen for what it needs to be seen. I am also feeling that as the twins come together, as Divine Masculine initiates from this new spot, from this new vantage point, that there will be a gentle unfolding, a natural unfolding. But for right now, if communication is not full-blown, if these things are not being addressed on every level, including in the physical, it is energetic potential, but that's where things start first. So for my Divine Feminine cross watchers, just know that these are the two most love-filled and joyful, abundant cards, happiest cards in the deck, and that's what's being worked on behind the scenes. So continue to look at those timelines, continue to interpret your history with your Divine Masculine through that lens, because that is the timeline that supports the destined path going forward in union between the two of you. Okay, I'm going to do one card for the Divine Feminine cross watchers. What is the message for the Divine Feminine cross watchers? We get the Star Daughters. Dance. I dance, sing, and play with my sisters at sunset. So put on some music and dance. Do some ecstatic dance. Fill your body. This is the Queen of Wands energy as well that came out in the reverse. She is the Queen of Dance. She is the martial artist's flow. This is the grace. So bring back your connection with body. Channel that fire. Bring it through the Kundalini. Do the dance. Get your body moving. Channel the energy and celebrate. This is a shamanic style of card as well. So bring that primal heartbeat, that Mother Earth Goddess energy up through, and meditate. Meditate. Help your Divine Masculine in this process of ascension with that. You can do that. That is intercession. Go into a dance trance and support him that way. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so for the Divine Masculines, what is spirit guidance here? The morning star, radiance. I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. So yeah, I do want to bring up that destiny card, the star card. He's really shooting for his destiny. Divine Masculine, continue looking to your destiny in the highest. You are an extraordinary being. Everything that you've experienced in your life supports your journey, and this is absolute importance, that you continue to know your life isn't over. You're still evolving. Just because you thought that something was your be-all end-all does not mean that your life stops there. I'm hearing you're all so young. Time is doing different things. We are reverse aging. We are developing new technologies. Life is just beginning. Hold on to that energy that you are just aligning. You are always just aligning with your destiny in a higher way. As you evolve, your destiny evolves. And so shoot for the stars. Radiance is your birthright. Shine. And I'm being drawn back to those counterparts. Don't hide your light. Divine Feminine, don't hide your light. Divine Masculine, don't hide your light. Okay, many blessings. Love you all.